Today we're going to be talking about all of these different products and what they do, what they don't do, and how to use them properly, and how also, especially how not to use them, because there are things here that we don't want to use on specific parts of the boat because it will mess the boat up. First, we're going to start with the ScotchBrite. There's really only one use for this, and this is cleaning seats. If you look on the seat cleaning video that we did, you'll see how they're properly used. But this, in combination with our degreaser, will clean a seat terrifically. But you can only use this on the seats. You do not want to use this on the cowling of your boats. You do not want to use this on the side of the boat, fiberglass on the boat. It is a mild abrasive, almost like a small type of a sandpaper, and if you use this on any of the fiberglass, any paint, it will scratch the heck out of it. So only use this on the seats. Now a lot of times we use this the first coat, first round with the seats, followed up with a magic eraser. Now the magic eraser, you can use this bad boy on anything you want, and it cleans like never. I mean, it cleans like there is no tomorrow. So a lot of times after we do the seats once with the green pad, we might follow up with this. But the magic eraser, you can use this on the sides of the boats, you can use it on the cowlings, you can use it on the seats, you can use it on stainless. This is a great little deal. Now, these are expensive. We do not keep them in the bucket. When they're just left in the bucket, they break down. So you use them, sometimes they'll crack and break apart, and then you end up with just a corner. Use that corner in your smaller places, but use every bit of it, because each one of these things are almost $1. So you can't just go through these and just foam off to the side. We also use a little kitchen brush. The best thing this kitchen brush is for is all your little nooks and crannies and crevices. Around your dashboard especially, you could put a little bit of mild bleach or soap or degreaser, or even a little bit of rust aid if it happens, and then you hit this and you can get in all those little corners. Okay, the dashboard is extremely important to always keep nice and clean, because that's the area the guy driving the boat is looking at all day long. So here's your little nook and cranny deal. This is what you're going to use probably the most of. This is just basic car wash. This one happens to be a Meguiar's, but it doesn't have to be a Meguiar's. It can be any other type of car wash. We try to look at the ones that have a Carnauba wax in them, okay? But with this, you use just about a half a cup with it, and it foams up like crazy, okay? We also use outdoor bleach. The main thing we use outdoor bleach is in combination with our boat soap every time we wash the boat. So we use about a half a cup of car wash with a half a cup of bleach. And when we put it in the bucket and we spray, start it off, get some foam, agitate it, then put your whole hand in the bucket and hold the hose so it doesn't agitate it so much that you end up with this much water and this much suds. If you put the hose in under the water, it will go without agitating, and then you'll have good soap, and you can agitate it while you go. Okay. The other thing bleach is used for is sometimes we have seats that have gotten moldy. And there's two types of mold. You'll see a black mold, but it's not the black mold that you see in houses, so don't freak out. They're like little dots of mold. Okay. There's another type of mold that comes in the on the cushion that's actually pink, and it's coming from underneath the cushion, and it's some weird pink mold. But what you can do with this is you put this in a spray bottle with about that much bleach and that much water. Mind you, this is outdoor bleach, not regular bleach. So if you filled this up with water first so it doesn't foam up, about that much water to that much bleach. And then you can use this to spray around the seats too and get some of those moldy spots off. If you spray it on and you use a green pad, then you don't have to scrub it, just make it uniform to wipe it in. Try to keep it off your hands a little bit because it kind of burns the hands. Degreaser. This stuff is awesome. Not just any degreaser, but Formula 88 degreaser. Okay? So this degreaser, we're going to use this for a bunch of different things. The one thing we have to be careful with, we try to keep the boats waxed. Degreaser will strip the wax right off. So if you have your spray bottle and you're spraying haphazardly everywhere, and it's raining down, It's going on the side of the boats and it's stripping all your hard work to get the wax on. So use this in a spray portion, spray, not a stream. Okay? Then you have a little bit better control of it. And if you're going along the side of the boat and you're hitting your cushions, put your hand up here so it can go like this and not spray on the side of the boat. Okay? Now you'll use this for your cushions like you saw me do the before and after cushion. You can also use this sometimes in the engine wells when it gets greasy back there and greasy there. In the bilges, sometimes you'll spray around as much as you can. You'll pour a little bit in the bilge, spray real hard with your hose, and that stuff will foam all up. And then you can use your bilge pump to get the rest of it out, and then maybe a shop vac to get it all out. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the bleach for just 1 second. Also, I noticed in a lot of the holds and the what the heck's it called, Jimmy? Where you pull the latch up, so the little areas where you put your life jackets. I'm completely zoning out. Your life jackets, or you'd open up the side thing where there's storage. Sometimes mold will create in there, and sometimes if you have carpet, if you do that mixture and there's a little bit of carpet in there, most of that carpet is excuse me, resistant, and you can spray this in there and it will get rid of the mold and then hose it off. Okay? Rust aid. This gets rust off. Okay? This is in a spray bottle. Be careful. Try not to inhale this stuff. It's kind of nasty. It's a very mild acid, but we use this when you have those little drips of rust coming out. They'll rust around the stainless. The most important thing about this is if you use this, you have to rinse it off. If you spray it and you leave it on, it will damage the fiberglass, especially the metal. If you spray and you're spraying around the stanchion to get the rust around that little stanchion area, and you walk away and forget about it, it will ruin the metal. Okay, so this is to get all the rust off. Also, on the very front of your boat, on the bow of your boat, and around the sides of your boats, you will see it happens on all the boats. It's like it turns it stains the bow brown underneath around the waterline. This will instantly get rid of that. You will put it on a spray because you're not going to be real close to it, and just spray from the top and down, and you'll see it instantly turn white, and then spray it off. I'm trying to see if I see a boat that has any of that handy. Looks like these folks are keeping their boats pretty clean. All right. All right. A yellow bristle brush, okay, for the deck and for cleaning the rest of the boat. There's usually a white brush, a blue brush, and a yellow brush, okay, that are made like this. We use the yellow brush because it's soft, so it can clean the sides of the boats. You should have a white brush too to get the green scum line off your water line. Okay? When you get on the boat, also have your chamois. Every time you clean a boat, you need to chamois the windshield and everything, because what happens if you just wash the boat and walk away, all those little droplets of water dry, and usually what happens when they dry, they've already collected dust particles, dirt particles, sand particles, and when they dry, it leaves a little stain, and especially hard water stain. So if you don't wipe your windshields off and your gauges off with this, you'll leave little hard waters. Will get to the point you can't even get them off. So after you clean the boats, always chamois it. Okay, so every time I go out on the boat, I want to bring everything I need to clean that boat, so I don't need to get off the boat, get my feet dirty, get back on the boat, and track dirt on the boat. Okay, so when I have the boat, I have my soap mixture. I'm going to throw this thing in here. I'm going to put this thing in here. I've got my rust aid. I've got my degreaser. I've got my bleach and my Fabuloso. Forgot to talk about the Fabuloso. The Fabuloso, what we use is in all the compartments and stuff where it can get moldy and stinky. In the bilge, we'll have a little bit of this. We clean the compartment nice and neat. Then we'll put some of this in here and we'll spray it off, and it will leave a nice clean smell. So we want to have all this on the boat. I've got my magic eraser. I've got my chamois and my brush. and I'm ready to clean.